Going out there, Raider Nation, man. What a win, man. What a win. First of all, I'd like to say, God bless Darius Hayward Bay. I hope he's okay. God bless him and his family. Hope he's okay. Hope he comes back, strong. It's really scary seeing him out there, later out there. And that's not because he's a Raider. That's for any NFL player seeing him out there, like, anybody out there like that. Hopefully he's okay. 34-31. We upset the Pittsburgh Steelers. Of course, it feels good. It feels good. They're injury riddled. They were without Palomalo or Harrison. In my opinion, no excuses though. Our secondary, is banged up. So I mean, big upset. Feels good. I know a lot of Steelers fans, so it feels good to shut them up. At least, this season, they're going to be playoff contenders. We're pretty much not. So, but at least we got that head-to-head. Where to begin? Palmer first pass was a pick, and you're thinking. Unfortunately for us here in the Valley, we had to watch first the Chiefs and Saints going to overtime. Then we had to watch the Jets and Dolphins going to overtime. So by that time, it was 14-7 when it came on. So I missed Palmer's interception, which I'm glad I did. Led to, what's his name? Heath. Is it Miller? I don't know his name. Heath. Tight end for the Steelers. 4-yard touchdown pass that put up 7-0. And then McFadden had a pretty solid game. Of course, a lot of it yards came on that 64-yard run, but his heart kept us going in this game. 64 yards tied the game up. Steelers came back, picked up the lead 14-7. Our defense pretty much sucked the whole game. I was getting frustrated, but they did come up with two big stops and two big turnovers. Resulted in 10 points. They had a big fumble. We got a big fumble that resulted in a touchdown, tied the game. However, we allowed them to drive all the way down the field and get a field goal to put them up 17-14. I was just happy that the fact they didn't score a touchdown at that time. So I was pissed off that we gave up, we didn't go into halftime tied and we let them drive all the way down the field. But I was like, what? Could be much worse. We're down 17-14. They pretty much dominated that first half. Yards, time, possession. Pretty much, so they pretty much dominated that. They get the kickoff. They drive right down. They score 24-14. What's the name was wide open? Was it Wallace? Back of the end zone. It was just disgusting in my opinion. I was just like, this is gonna be a long fucking game. But our offense really stepped up. That's to all you Palmer haters out there, man. This is why I'm not saying this is a guy that I'm kind of skeptical about him, but he can do pretty good things. And like the way this season is going, so only 3 games in, it's not his fault. It hasn't been his fault. He gets going. You give him time in that pocket, he can do some good things. We answered right back. We kept answering everything they had to throw at us. Even when they had that, it looked like all the breaks were going to go their way. Even when that fumble in the end zone. And then they happened to come up with it to put them up 31-21. We drive right back down, score 31. We're down 31-28, and then we get a big turnover. Come back down. Of course, we wanted that touchdown, but Seabass ties it up 31-31. And of course, I'm thinking, dude, our defense hold, and I'm like, dang it, man. The time, it was about 4 minutes left to go in the game. They go for it on 4th and less than the yard. The Steelers do, and they're like at the inside their own 30, I believe, or maybe outside their own 30. But real risky move on their part, but they get the first down. Frustrated, and I'm thinking to myself, well, that's the way it goes, that's the way it's supposed to happen because, we're the Raiders. But right after that, we get a big sack on Big Ben, put them in a big hole, 2nd and 15. And we, the defense really stepped up those last few possessions, getting a lot more pressure to Ben, on Big Ben, forcing him to hurry his throws, and he overthrew his last pass. Gave us the ball with was under 2 minutes left to go in the game. And we happened to drive down. Big Hagan was big on that drive. He had a big 17-yard catch that put us in field goal range, Seabass's range. So you're thinking, 31-31 tie, 4 seconds left to go. You're thinking, Seabass, you've done this before. This is a chip shot. We're hoping the old young Seabass doesn't come back and fuck everything up. But good behold, he kicks it up through, upright, and we beat the mighty Pittsburgh Steelers early in the season, of course, but still a victory. Well-earned victory. We get our first win. Something to build on. Like I said, my opinion, we're not going to go to the playoffs, unless they just start clicking, and I just don't see that happening, but we can pull off upsets here and there. We'll see where it goes. We just need to build off this. The defense needs to, luckily our offense was clicking today because our defense, totally sucked, except for, like I said, for the last couple possessions. Our special teams, we had a great kickoff return to set us up for 1 touchdown. Like I said, the 2 turnovers were huge. So it feels good. I was able to watch the game through all the emotions. But it feels good. Steelers, they're a damn good team, even with all those injuries. So hopefully this has an effect, on them. If they happen to miss the playoffs, we can say, hey, well, we're one of the reasons why they missed the playoffs. But we're happy with the win. Let me know what you guys think. What were you guys' feelings going through the game? It's an emotional roller coaster, for all of us, I could imagine. But a win's a win, and feel great, man. This is going to be a great week for me. So this is Ronarks saying go Raiders go against Denver next week. That could be either, depending on which Raider team shows up. Got to get pressure to Manning, of course. Obviously, he's going to have a field day with us. So until then, until next week against Denver, this is Ronarks saying go Raiders go, and I'm out. See ya.